Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of the Raiders Rebuild here on Madden 20. I know it's been a while since the first episode, just stick with me. This is my first time going back to this in a few months, so it's going to take me a little bit. But as we're here, a couple things we're going through in this episode. We ran the progression tool, so we are going to be doing a progression tool using T-Dog's progression tool for our franchise as opposed to doing the traditional linear progression that Madden has. So some guys that got favored by the tool were, one of them was Marcus Mariota. He was kind of a big surprise to me. I wasn't expecting him to be favored by it, but he got 9 upgrade points. So it'll be pretty interesting. We know Coach Gruden liked Mariota back in the day, back in his draft days, so he might get some more reps. He's not going to be active this week against the Browns. He's going to be back in action next week when we take on the LA Chargers. So it'll be interesting to see whether we actually get to see him in starters reps. God forbid anything happen to Derek Carr with COVID or with another injury in his career. It's something to keep an eye out for. Another guy that got favored by the progression tool was our stud rookie wideout, Henry Ruggs. It's great to see this. He's going to be a major part and piece of the rebuild for however long it is, so I'm really happy to see him getting some upgrade points. For some reason with the mod, he doesn't have any stats recorded in the sim, or it says that he doesn't have any stats yet just because of him being a rookie, so the waters get kind of muddied there. So, of course, his stats at the end of the season might be a little weird. Who knows? We'll have to see. And then a couple of other big guys that got favored by it were Raekwon McMillan and Daniel Ross. So, taking a look at our opponent this week, we take on the Cleveland Browns. This is a Browns team coming off of an amazing win against the Cincinnati Bengals. Baker got his swagger back. He threw 5 touchdowns in that game. However, they're still without Nick Chubb, and they're also without big-time wideout Odell Beckham Jr. So, who knows? Some people theorize that this offense might be better without OBJ within it, and we're about to find that out. I'm assuming that this is kind of going to be an offensive shootout. Both defenses leave a little bit to be desired, but I think that we could potentially have an edge here just because this Browns secondary really struggles. So if our offensive line can just block for Derek Carr for a little bit, try to double team up on Myles Garrett, and not get too far down if we do in this game, then I think we can stay in, and I think we have a real chance of beating this pretty decent Browns team. That being said, it would also be a huge statement win for Cleveland if they were able to pick this one up. So, we'll see whatever happens. So, let's go ahead and get into the game coverage for this episode. So, Week 8 of the NFL season begins here with the Oakland Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns at First Energy Stadium. Baker Mayfield coming off of the big win last week against the Cincinnati Bengals. He's going to see if he can keep pace here against the Las Vegas Raiders. So, we're going to go ahead and start this one off in the first quarter. It's going to be the first drive of the game, 3rd and 5 for the Browns as Baker connects with old reliable Jarvis Landry for 7 yards, moving the chains early in the game. Same drive now, 3rd and 11 for the Browns. Baker he's looking to scramble, and he gets taken down by Maurice Hurst, his first sack of the game. So then the Browns would punt it off. Now the Raiders take over, led by, of course, quarterback Derek Carr, who's having a pretty impressive season. We're going to see if he can keep up in this one. So we're going to go ahead and start off first drive of the game, 3rd down, 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. As Carr's going to throw, and he's going to find a wide open Hunter Renfrow as he continues his good season. Hunter Renfrow would have ended the game with one of the better plays in the game you're going to see coming up shortly. Now, same drive, 2nd and 10. Carr goes to the screen down to Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to outrun the defense for the first down and a little bit more. So now the Raiders more in Browns territory. So now on the 22, 2nd and 10, same drive, still the first quarter here. Carr changing up the play at the line. He snaps the football, and then he's going to find a wide open Henry Ruggs in the back of the end zone for 6, as that'll be the first touchdown of the game and the first touchdown for Henry Ruggs in this game. Now, Raiders back on offense, still the first quarter now with the lead, as Carr is going to look and he's going to find Ruggs, and Ruggs is going to switch up on him, somehow get the first down on 3rd and 20. A huge gain for this Raiders team, as now later on in the same drive, Carr he finds Darren Waller as he says, "Get off me," to the linebacker BJ Goodson, as he's taken down for a little bit more than a first down. And then now 1 minute left to go on 1st and 10 of the drive as Jalen Richard gets absolutely stuffed. They're going to go for the field goal with Daniel Carlson, and Carlson's field goal will be wide left. So now the Cleveland Browns take over, trying to make some noise as Baker Mayfield has struggled right out of the gate. They're going to go ahead and last play of the first quarter as Baker's going to scramble, and he'll get the first down and a little bit more on the 8-yard rush down to the 47. Now, second quarter here is Baker's going to throw, and he's going to find Taywan Taylor down deep in Raiders territory. Baker started the game 4 for 4 for 46 yards, as now on the 5-yard line, they hand it off to Dontrell Hilliard, and he finds a lane wide open for the touchdowns. Browns tie up the game. Now Raiders back out on offense. Still the second quarter as Carr is going to get smacked in the face by who other than Myles Garrett with his first sack of the game, 10th on the season. Browns then take over now down in Raiders territory. 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield snipes the football, goes to the play action fake, and then he gets blasted by Jonathan Abram. His first sack of the game on the safety blitz, as now later same drive. 2nd and 19. Baker goes back to the play action, and then he floats one up, and it's going to be caught by the tight end Njoku going into the 2-minute warning. What a catch, and then they hand it off to Kareem Hunt. He gets in the end zone. The Browns take the lead 14-7. Carr and the Raiders back at an offense as Carr goes to Henry Ruggs, and Ruggs is off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. It's dumb to think that they would, as he'll tie the game up. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown of the day, and he brings this Raiders-Browns game back up even at 14. As now 1 minute left to go in the first half, as Baker Mayfield is taken down by Carl Nassib. Later on the same drive, 3rd and 17, Baker hands it off to Kareem Hunt. He gets stuffed. The Raiders call a timeout, and they'll take over. Now Carr and the Raiders trying to get one more score before the half, as Carr's going to find a wide open Hunter Renfrow. Threw that pass behind him, but he still makes the play. As now later in the same drive, 6 seconds left in the half, Carr is going to throw up a prayer for Ruggs, and Ruggs brings it down for his 3rd touchdown of the first half and of the game in only 4 receptions. Just an insane game for Henry Ruggs, as now taking over, the Raiders get the first drive of the second half. They aren't able to capitalize. So then the Browns and Baker Mayfield back out on offense as Baker play action's going to float it up for Taywan Taylor again. And he makes the insane 45-yard grab down inside Raiders territory, as then the handoff to Dontrell Hilliard is good for a 2nd touchdown on the day. The Browns rushing attack continues to be potent. Speaking of potent rushing attacks, Josh Jacobs runs it down to the 1-yard line of the Browns, and then they're going to try to score on the toss. They don't get it there. And then they go to a stretch play on 2nd now with Jalen Richard. Richard can't get in. He's stuffed. And then on 3rd and goal, they go to a quarterback sneak as Carr gets stuffed in the backfield. And now 4th down, the Browns go for it. Or the Raiders go for it, I'm sorry. And Josh Jacobs is stuffed. So the Browns take back over. Raiders can't capitalize. As then Mayfield hands it off to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt almost breaks through to the outside, but the Raiders secondary gets there to clean it up. Then, next play, same drive, 3rd and 5. Baker winds up, and he's going to try to go to the running back. However, it is knocked down by Raekwon McMillan. So then the Raiders will take over 2nd and 11 for Derek Carr, as Carr connects with the man himself, Henry Ruggs, as he outruns Denzel Ward, outruns the entire defense on the all-out blitz, and it's another touchdown for the Raiders, as Henry Ruggs with 4 touchdowns in this game. Just an absurd game for Henry Ruggs. Now the Browns back out on offense after the big play by Henry Ruggs, as then Kareem Hunt says, anything you can do, I can do just a little bit better, as he's going to take off for a 75-yard scamper to the house to bring the game tied up at 28. Derek Carr and the Raiders take over now. 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. As Carr looks, he finds Darren Waller for the first down. Carr with an absurd game, over 400 yards by the time the game was over, as Carr looks, tries to find someone on 1st and 20, and he is sacked by Olivier Vernon, his 2nd sack of the game. Now 2nd and 28 for the Raiders as they're going to try to make something happen as Carr looks, he throws to Henry Ruggs, and Ruggs somehow makes the grab over Terrence Mitchell. That's that great catch I mentioned earlier, as then they go to try to hand it off to Josh Jacobs for the first down. He can't get it, and then the Raiders go for the bold call. They go for the RPO on 4th down, and Jalen Richard would get it and a little bit more. So now down to the 2-yard line, tied up as Carr's going to find Nelson Agholor in the end zone for the touchdown. It is now a 35-28 Raiders lead, but there's still 3 minutes left for Baker Mayfield and this Browns offense as Kareem Hunt continues his big game. He'll get all the way down inside the 45 for the Browns here. Just an absurd game for Kareem Hunt, as then they go to the play action, and then Baker finds Jarvis Landry, old reliable, wide open in the middle of the defense, as now they're inside the red zone with 2 minutes to go. Baker Mayfield looking on 1st down. He's going to try to scramble, but he's stuffed by Raekwon McMillan, maybe a yard on the play. Browns go back to play action. Baker Mayfield tries to float it up for Landry, and it is caught. However, it comes back as a holding call on the rookie Jedrick Wills. So then the Browns have to try again now. 2nd and 19. Baker winds up, tries to find the tight end. However, he can't get it going there. So then 3rd and 19. Baker winds up, throws to Landry, and that one's almost intercepted by Trayvon Mullins. So then 4th down, final play of the game. Baker winds up, looks for Landry, and Landry just doesn't turn around. And that's it, as the Las Vegas Raiders get the big win against Cleveland. I told you it was going to be a shootout. That's what it ended up being. However, the Raiders prevail thanks to an insane game from Henry Ruggs. The connection between him and Derek Carr was really cooking nicely in this game. But other than that, that's all we got. The Raiders will improve to 4-3 on the year, and the Browns will drop to 5-3 on the young season. So in the next episode, we're going to be taking on the LA Chargers. Thank you all for watching, and I hope my commentary was pretty good. This is the first time I've done it in a long time, so apologies for any stuttering or mistakes that I may have made along the way. But thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.